It's Friday, November the 8th. We've reached the final weekend of the 2019 regular season. The weather hasn't been that good today, but it's still a great time for football and barbecue.
In Texas, we love our football and we love our barbecue. They may not have been invented here, but we damn well think we do both better than anybody else.
I'm at Ed W. Monroe Memorial Stadium on the campus of Vandegrift High School. The Vipers will be in action tonight against the Stony Point Tigers. Craig Cheshire has been the head coach of Stony Point since 2004. Vandegrift opened their doors in 2009. Drew Sanders is the only head coach they've ever known. Current temperature is about 46. We've got a layer of clouds on top, no wind. Temperatures aren't going to drop anymore tonight, so it shouldn't be too bad for the players or the fans. Monday is Veterans Day. I want to give a special shout out to the men and women who serve our country. We are honored by your service. Last year, Stony Point missed the playoffs. They come into this game with a 7-2 record, and they will make the playoffs, win or lose tonight. The Vipers made the playoffs last year. They got as far as the third round before they were eliminated by eventual state champion Longview.
2.
Stony Point would love to knock off the number one team in their district as they get ready for that first round of the playoffs. Vandegrift wants to end the season with a perfect record and carry all that momentum forward into the playoffs. Vipers and Tigers, it should be a good one. They're popping popcorn, brewing up coffee and hot cocoa down in the concession stands. Let me take this time to show you the barbecue I had earlier today.
Mr. Ellis, we're good.
My wife and I were in Dripping Springs for a Christmas crafts fair. My tummy started talking around lunchtime, telling me it was ready for barbecue. We thought about stopping at a food truck, but with temperatures in the low 40s and rain falling, that thought quickly passed. We looked for an indoor joint where we'd be warm, dry, and could get some good Q. We were rewarded with Railroad Barbecue. Railroad Barbecue sits out front of a small shopping center at 1111 West Highway 290, the main drag running through Dripping Springs. We got a parking spot by the front door and went inside. We placed our orders and found a table. I spoke with a nice young man named Joseph while he prepared our plates. He said that instead of the standard post oak used by most joints in Central Texas, their meats were smoked over mesquite. I took our tray to our table and we dug in. While the taste of the barbecue was a wee bit different due to the mesquite, it was really good. My moist brisket was juicy and tasty, fork tender with a nice smoky flavor. Good stuff. The ribs were big and meaty with a hint of sweetness. I had to bite the meat off the bone, not a problem for me. My wife ordered some of their lean brisket and sweet potato fries. The lean brisket served at some joints can be dry, but not here. It was moist and tender, packed with flavor, a real treat. Their sweet tater fries were some of the best we've eaten. A squeezed bottle of sauce on the table, tomato-based, savory with not much spice. Railroad Barbecue is a friendly, family-run joint. Really tasty barbecue served up by super people. You can't go wrong with that, even when the weather outside is lousy.
This barbecue is outstanding and rates 2 hook'ems.
On a clear, crisp night, Vandegrift got the ball to start the game. Facing 2nd and 18, quarterback Drew Dawson threw to Trey Mungalzi on a deep slant. Mungalzi cut across field and ran to the Stony Point 20-yard line. The Vipers took a 7-0 lead as Dawson lofted a pass to the back of the end zone to Mungalzi for an 18-yard touchdown. After an exchange of punts, Stony Point started from their 44-yard line. Kyle Overton flipped the ball to Kendall Thomas. He swept to his left and ran to the Vipers' 24. Thomas took a direct snap from center and scored from 3 yards out to tie the game at 7-all. In the second quarter, Ryan Shepard got a handoff from Dawson and moved the ball into Tiger territory. The drive stalled, and Charlie Fournier kicked a 28-yard field goal. The Vipers went into halftime leading 10-7. On the Tigers' first possession of the third quarter, Alan Rivera tied the game at 10-all with a 35-yard field goal. Here come the Vipers. Bo Dawson powered his way to the Stony Point 25. On 4th and 3, Dawson ran to his right but was tackled short of the yardage needed. The Tigers were forced to punt from their own end zone. A short kick by Overton gave Vandegrift possession on the Tigers' 25. Drew Dawson carried the ball on a quarterback draw deep into the Tigers' red zone. On 4th and goal from the 3, the Vipers ran a tackle-eligible play. Ethan Fisk slipped, and Dawson's pass sailed over his head, ending the scoring threat. The game was still tied as it moved to the fourth quarter. Drew Dawson threw to Mongalzi for a new set of downs. His pass to Caleb Lewis moved the sticks again. Fournier knocked in a 25-yard field goal to give Vandegrift a 13-10 edge with 8:34 to play. Overton threw to Thomas for a big gain for the Tigers. But his pass on 4th and 4 was short, and the ball went over to Vandegrift on downs. The Vipers' line opened a huge hole for Bo Dawson, and he carried the ball to the Tigers' 12. He scored on 4th and 2 with the help of a Bush push, putting Vandegrift up 20-10. Down by 10 points with just over 4 minutes to play, Overton's pass was intercepted by Caleb Lewis and returned to the Stony Point 11. Dawson's third down pass for a sure touchdown was dropped in the end zone. He was pressured on 4th down, and his pass went out of bounds incomplete. Jackson Tingler came in as quarterback for Stony Point. He handed the ball to Thomas for a big gain. The refs missed the face mask penalty on Vandegrift, and both teams were called for unsportsmanlike conduct after the ensuing bench clearing. Tingler threw deep to Braylon James for a gain to the Vipers' 2. Tingler found James in the back of the end zone as the Tigers scored with no time on the clock. Final score, Vandegrift 20, Stony Point 10. Stony Point ended the regular season with a 7-3 record and headed to a first-round playoff game against Cypress Ranch. Vandegrift finished with a perfect 10-0 record and the district title. The win also marked the 100th career victory for Coach Drew Sanders. They will host Bridgeland in the first round.
Your feedback is real important to me. If you like this video, please hit the like button on YouTube. You can hit the share button to share this video with friends and family. Maybe you've got a favorite team I should go see, or a favorite barbecue joint I should try out. Write something in the comments and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Suggestions are always welcome.
If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on my logo when it pops up and go from there. You can view previous episodes of Texas Passions by clicking on the links displayed.
Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.